I've spent the last few years with Dr. Phillips and Dr. Bogle here in our department providing feasibility studies for school districts that are interested in school district reorganization. And I've completed myself 18 feasibility studies, and so from that I applied for sabbatical and wanted to look at, okay, based on the number of districts that have reorganized, what is now happening in those new districts. And so I looked at the processes and outcomes of successful school district reorganization in Illinois. I'm particularly interested to see, will things change with the financial strain that the state is under and the amount of money that they're paying school districts, and because I think you'll see more and more districts considering reorganization because of financial difficulties. Looking at the data from 2002 to 2008, I thought this slide was interesting. If you look at Interstate 80, which runs just about right through here, most of the studies were below that point in Illinois. There were 221 studies during that time. How many of the 221 actually reorganized? 31. So that tells you that doing a study is one thing, but actually doing it is the difficult part, because you have community culture to deal with, all of the history of each school district. There's an old saying amongst all of us that do these studies that the hardest animal to kill in Illinois is a school mascot. And if people think that's not important, then they really do not know these small towns that have a lot of rivalry with high school sports, because they remember the day that they played a certain high school and how important that was. I did 5 school district case study interviews with current superintendents, former superintendents that may have been a part of the process and may have moved on, current board members, and even retired board members who were part of the process. Some of the things that really stood out were, I call them emerging themes when you're doing qualitative work. The level of communication came out very clear in what everybody told me. Another one is the type of campaign that they ran to bring about this reorganization, because you have to have citizen votes from both school districts to make it a successful reorganization. Another one is the type of school board protocol that they develop based on the new board, because you're taking 2 school boards and they go away, and then you're re-electing a brand new board. The most successful that I could see came out of being able to reserve the incentives that you receive in reorganizing. The Illinois State Board of Education provides incentives for districts that do reorganize, and it could be in the range of $3 to $4 to almost $5 million over a 4-year period that can be utilized to redevelop this new district. I analyzed the curricula from all the districts involved. What are they offering? What are the high school requirements? And if you look at high schools, you want a more comprehensive high school program so these kids can compete with larger school districts and kids from other communities going into undergraduate school. And so the more students you have in a high school program, the more offerings you can have in chemistry, physics, those things. So those were the key findings in this one semester of studying, and I'm continuing to look at other school districts who have successfully reorganized and see if the themes change.